Yes, of course, it is my WWE SummerSlam 2018 review. As always, roll that damn intro. Well, SummerSlam is in the record books, and I don't know, with WWE and their weird booking, they just keep getting stranger by the minute. I will say this, I did enjoy SummerSlam, everything else but the main event. There are some other weird things that went down, but I won't say it was great, but I will say it was good overall. But what else would happen? I'll get right into it. Basically, with the kickoff matches, not gonna really say a whole lot too much about them. With Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega taking on Rusev and Lana. Basically, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega were able to get the win. The Cruiserweight Championship match, Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak. Cedric Alexander was able to get his win and keep the title, so there's that. And of course the Raw Tag Team Championship match between the B Team and the Revival, and the B Team getting the win. And I guess it really didn't surprise me, just kind of disappointing that the Revival didn't get the win, but who knows at this point really. We started things off really good. We had the Intercontinental Championship match getting into the main card. We had Seth Rollins, of course, with Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre, and we didn't see a whole lot of craziness, which is good. It was basically a one-on-one match. We saw Dean Ambrose and Drew McIntyre get into it a little bit and everything, but it was still, basically Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler going at it, going back and forth and everything, and Seth Rollins actually regaining back the Intercontinental Championship, so can't go wrong with that, so that's really cool. Happy for Seth Rollins getting his championship back. Then we get into the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, where we have the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers, and this one was actually going really well until we had the Bludgeon Brothers, I guess, again, really annoyed and having a disqualification, using the hammers that they have and everything and taking out the New Day. The Bludgeon Brothers still keep the titles, but the New Day ended up winning but not having the titles, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see something at Hell in the Cell, so we'll see where that goes. And then where we had the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line, and this one was oddly really short between Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens. It was basically one-sided, and Braun Strowman actually getting the win, so that was kind of odd. I mean, it was short, sweet, and to the point, but at least Kevin Owens could have had something going for him, so that was kind of weird. He didn't really get any much offense at all, so that was different and unexpected really, so I don't know what to say about that, but other than short, sweet, to the point, and Braun Strowman gets to win, so that was a little weird there. Where we had the SmackDown Women's Championship match, the triple threat match between Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Carmella, and this one was actually pretty interesting. In the end, we did have, of course, Charlotte Flair getting the win and getting the championship back, and things get really crazy in the end, and Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch having their altercation, if you will, and Becky Lynch going crazy over Charlotte Flair after losing and everything. So looks like we'll get to see a feud between the two for the championship without Carmella in the mix now, so maybe again for Hell in a Cell we'll see Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, and even continue into Evolution probably for these two, where hopefully Becky Lynch will actually get the championship. So that was pretty interesting and a little bit surprising too, to say the very least. Then when we had the WWE Championship matchup between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, And with this one, I was actually really enjoying it until we had the disqualification where AJ Styles just got really annoyed with Samoa Joe and having himself be frustrated and stuff. So obviously this is gonna continue. I wish we would have had a proper winner and everything, but again, it is what it is. I don't really care for disqualifications that much, but we didn't really have anything else to it besides that. So AJ Styles of course keeps the championship, even though Samoa Joe did win. So we had that type of deal. So we'll see, I guess, where things go when it comes to that. We had a little segment with Elias, which was kind of odd there, trying to have a song and everything, but his guitar broke, and for a random reason, that was the stupidest kind of thing I've ever seen, really. So that didn't make any kind of sense. Then we get into The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and this one was really enjoyable. Actually, I've finally seen these two go out at it, first time in a long time, but until then, where we had The Miz actually looking to cheat the win and have the brass knucks thanks to Maurice, and actually The Miz getting the win kind of unexpected there. So it looks like Daniel Bryan will definitely be signed and actually continue things. I'm pretty sure of that. So it was unexpected seeing The Miz actually get the win and use the brass knucks. So that was kind of out of nowhere, if you will. Then we had Finn Balor and Baron Corbin with a twist. We actually had Demon Finn Balor, which is really cool. I like that. In this one, basically short, sweet, to the point when it comes to that. And at least Finn Balor was able to get the win, so can't really go wrong there. And at least it wasn't too drawn out, and it was, short, sweet, to the point, basically. Nothing really to say there. So really cool seeing Demon Finn back. Then we got the US Championship match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Jeff Hardy. And I'm surprised again it wasn't a triple threat with Randy Orton, which is kind of odd there. But we had these two going back and forth, and almost I thought Jeff Hardy was going to get the US title back. We almost saw the low blow by Shinsuke Nakamura, but we actually had an actual clean finish, if you will, and we had Shinsuke Nakamura retain his US title, and Randy Orton coming out and just looking at Jeff Hardy in the end and just going to the back, which is really odd. Again, those are some of the weird things, the weird shit that has been going on in booking really lately. So that I guess we'll eventually have the triple threat. I'm pretty sure most likely at Hell in a Cell, but we'll see. And then we got the Raw Women's Championship match, Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss and everything. And we actually had the return of Natalya, and she was able to watch things with Ronda Rousey and everything, so that was nice to see Natalya there watching on. So Alexa Bliss, was trying to buy some time and all that stuff, but in the end, Ronda Rousey came back and is the Raw Women's Champion. So, pretty much expected at this point, so it didn't really surprise me. So that's really cool. I can't really go wrong too much, so we'll see how things are gonna go with Ronda Rousey as Raw Women's Champion, and who will be able to feud her next for the title. And we'll probably hopefully get to see her more often, and that here and there and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. And of course the main event, which I didn't really care for, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship, where we almost had a cash in by Braun Strowman. He was just basically watching on, almost ready to cash in to see who was going to win after that. And unfortunately Brock Lesnar was able to basically attack Braun Strowman. He didn't get to cash in, unfortunately. So yes, Braun Strowman is still the monster in the bank and everything, and has the briefcase. So we'll have to just see where things go, and then who knows when Braun Strowman will cash in at this point. But in the end, we had Roman Reigns, unfortunately, getting the Universal Championship, and didn't really care for that. I mean, it was just basically kind of a lose-lose situation there, and I'm pretty sure Brock Lesnar is going to go into UFC and actually be a champion there at some point. So I didn't really care too much, going into this and everything with the main event. It was kind of lackluster, if you will. and I enjoyed pretty much everything else except that, like I said. So again, the booking has been, really weird when it comes to certain things and how they actually go about things in terms, the outcomes and everything. So, that's the only thing that I don't really get with booking lately. They just find a way to, just make things confusing, basically, if you want to put it that way, make you scratch your head and go, what the fuck just happened? So I don't know. Hopefully things change, because it's just pretty much becoming the same at this point when it comes to booking like that and everything. You have things, going really good, and then they just turn in a different way that doesn't really need to be needed. But I don't know what the fuck is going on really anymore. Until then, that's my thoughts on SummerSlam and booking and everything else in between. And what are your thoughts on SummerSlam? What do you think is going to be happening going into Hell in a Cell and everything else? And we'll discuss that in the comment box as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, whenever the hell the next video may be. Until then, peace. I'll see you then.